Yes, it's time for prophecy to be fulfilled. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Trump, trapped in his lies, keeps lying. Donald Trump is lost, wandering in a labyrinth of lies and trying to drag the country in with him. Witness his reaction to being called out by Meryl Streep. Speaking at the Golden Globes, she said she had been stunned and heartbroken to see him mock a reporter with a physical disability. It happened at a speech in 2015 in South Carolina. Mr. Trump's target was a reporter with a condition that leaves his right arm and hand bent and rigid. "You ought to see this guy," Mr. Trump told his audience, flailing his own right arm and hand in the air, making spastic movements, disgracing himself. The act was contemptible and in a way unbelievable. A future president showing the maturity and schoolyard viciousness of an 8-year-old. "I still can't get it out of my head," Ms. Streep said, "because it wasn't in a movie. It was real life, and this instinct to humiliate when it's modeled by someone in the public platform, by someone powerful, it filters down into everybody's life because it kind of gives permission for other people to do the same thing. Disrespect invites disrespect. Violence incites violence, and when the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose." In early morning tweets, Mr. Trump attacked Ms. Streep and swore innocence. "For the 100th time, I never mocked a disabled reporter, would never do that, but simply showed him, groveling, when he totally changed a 16-year-old story it had written in order to make me look bad. Just more very dishonest media. Just more lies upon lies. It all goes back to Mr. Trump's baseless claim. But he saw Muslims dancing in the streets by the thousands after the towers fell on 9/11. Challenged over this, Mr. Trump seized on a 2001 article in the Washington Post, written by the disabled reporter, but he said backed up his story. But the article did not do that. It merely reported that the authorities had questioned a number of people who were allegedly seen celebrating the attack. Nothing has ever come of that allegedly. There's never been any evidence to substantiate Mr. Trump's claim. Not then, not now. The disabled reporter did not change his story. Not totally, not at all. And he did not grovel. Mr. Trump's mouthpiece, Kellyanne Conway, went on TV to defend her boss. "He has debunked this so many times," she said, casually contorting the meaning of debunked. She meant pathetically denied. "Why is everything taken at face value?" she said. "You can't give him the benefit of the doubt on this, and he's telling you what was in his heart? You always want to go by what's come out of his mouth, rather than look at what's in his heart, whatever that means." This is where things got really weird. Ms. Conway's quote is a glimpse into the heart of darkness that a Trump presidency portends. She wants us to swallow Mr. Trump's reality without question, to accept only what he says now, not what he said then, over the evidence seen and heard by our own eyes and ears. She wants us to overcome the dissonance by looking for the truth in his heart. So then, the truth is getting harder to see in the flickering gaslight of Mr. Trump's America, but it's there, not in his heart or out of his mouth, no matter how much this man and his minions say otherwise. John chapter 8, verse 42. Jesus said to them, "If God were your Father, you would love me, For I came from God, and I am here. I came not of my own accord, but he sent me. 43. Why do you not understand what I say? It is because you cannot bear to hear my word. 44. You are of your father the devil, and your will is to do your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, and has nothing to do with the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks out of his own character, for he is a liar and the father of lies. 45. But because I tell the truth, you do not believe me. 46. Which one of you convicts me of sin? If I tell the truth, why do you not believe me? 47. Whoever is of God hears the words of God. The reason why you do not hear them is that you are not of God. Again, Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. It's time for prophecy to be fulfilled, and all these are more signs. And this is what I see, think, feel, and discern.